Alright, what's going on YouTube? So you guys know how I feel about the whole idea of the women throwing it out there that they're more educated than the men, but not trying to understand why this is going on. They just put it out there trying to suggest that somehow in some way they're just better off, or they're just more qualified, or just better individuals than black men overall. So that really pushes my buttons. But a user named T Smitty left a great comment, and some other black men also brought this point up, that the women don't factor in the blue collar black men that don't necessarily need degrees. So you have your carpenters, your construction workers, your plumbers, electricians, mechanics, garbage men, bus drivers, truck drivers, engineers in terms of trains, running the trains, the Metrolink, and all that other good stuff. And I know I'm missing a whole bunch more. I even had one dude talk about how his father was, I believe he was like a deep sea fisherman. So the women don't factor in these blue collar type jobs. They don't have the prestige and they don't have the degrees, but these occupations still allow these men to make a decent income. The community that I grew up in was a blue collar suburb, so the majority of the men were carpenters, electricians, or something really where they had a trade. And like I said, our society, we do look it down upon the trades, but if you break it down, these guys are making decent money and they're able to eventually form their own businesses, right? They have the know-how, they have the skill, they have the expertise. So, they could also have the entrepreneurial spirit in them too. I know the crane operators that work at the seaports, and they work on those cranes and they move up the little cargo containers. They're making over 100. I saw a special on Discovery, and they talked about how these guys make over 100,000 a year. I had a friend whose mother was a bus driver, and she retired making around 75,000 a year. So there's money to be made, right? The hands are a little bit dirty. They're not wearing the suit. They don't have the briefcase. They don't have the corner office. But at the end of the day, they're making good money, and they don't necessarily have to go to college. So when we do talk about this debate in terms of women being more educated, we have to factor in blue collar black men. Because it will start to account for the differences that we see. I mean, I have buddies who, after high school, they didn't go to school, but they worked UPS, worked their way up. They're truck drivers for UPS, and they're making good money. They do the deliveries, and they're making great money. Some are ready to get their own homes, and they're just doing what they have to do. So I'm not putting this out there to kind of say, aha, look at us, but it's just more so additional reasoning to why there is this gap. Now, of course, the whole idea of black women still being less of a threat in corporate America still stands, but you have to factor that in, and as well as men who are just working in the blue collar, who are working blue collar type jobs. So let me know how you feel. Take it easy, God bless.